Welcome again to Joe Stunner Boxing. It won't surprise too many people that the relationship between Golden Boy and Ryan Garcia is sort of grinding to a rather acrimonious halt because Golden Boy are suing Garcia for what they regard as breach of contract. Garcia's claims, or the claims he makes via his lawyers, are that the contract should be up in November, on November the 1st. Garcia was originally signed to Golden Boy Promotions on November the 1st, 2016, and there is a law, federal and state law, preventing any one organisation from retaining the services of someone beyond 7 years, which means the contract would be up November the 1st, 2023. There's also an issue with regards to platforms. The fight with Gervonta Davis took place on Showtime and DAZN. DAZN have an exclusive contract with Golden Boy, and therefore for the fight to be on Showtime as well, DAZN had to be paid £1.25 million step aside fee, if you like. It's kind of sort of the kind of thing that boxers are sometimes paid if they're mandatory contenders. Well, yeah, Garcia is claiming that this is a breach of contract as well, because in 2019, when Golden Boy opted to extend his contract, they supposedly, according to Garcia and his lawyers, made it clear that Garcia could fight on any platform he wished to. Regardless of it, there'd be no question of any step aside money or anything of the sort. He was free to do as he pleased, and Golden Boy would promote him. But since Golden Boy now have a contract with DAZN, it has to be on DAZN. Look, all of this is, it's going to come out in the wash like it always does with these matters. It's not going to end well. They're not going to kiss and make up. As we saw, I know the dynamic is different and the details are different and so on, but it's like we saw with Noah Coley and Matchroom, and it ended acrimoniously, and lots of finger pointing and raspberry blowing and all the rest of it. If I was Golden Boy, maybe they've already said, look, we're not going to retain Garcia's services. He wants to go, and if a fighter wants to go, he's going to go. He's going to sit it out. You remember, who was it? Was it Mikey Garcia with Bob Arum and Top Rank? He sat out 2 years of his contract, didn't fight at all. All these things the details might be different, but the destination is pretty much the same. It usually results in a fighter walking off into the sunset. Maybe he can buy his way out. Maybe they can come to some sort of agreement. That may be the case with this. But I don't know. I think Golden Boy would be better to just say, all right, well, off you go. See you later. Bye. Or maybe say, well, you can buy us out. You can give us however many million or whatever. But what I don't see the point of taking out a lawsuit against Garcia to try to retain him in your stable. I mean, the guy wants to leave. And to be honest with you, I mean, I can understand any promoter who's invested heavy money into a fighter wanting to get some of that money back. But at the same time, with Garcia, he has shown himself to be quite a temperamental character. There was a recent, Twitter spat or online spat between Garcia and Oscar De La Hoya. They weren't happy with each other. But if you go way back to before not way back, but before the Gervonta Davis fight, De La Hoya was critical of Garcia. He said he should have taken a warm-up fight like Davis did, and it was a mistake not to. So he's been critical of the fighter, and also, Garcia is slightly a loose cannon. Is it fair to say? I mean, Eddie Reynoso didn't really want to work with him anymore, so he went with Dan Goosen. That was obviously a stopgap. Now he's with who is it now? Who's he with now? Spencer's trainer, isn't it? My mind's gone blank. Whatever his name is. So he sort of, trainer hops, and is this someone you really need to be promoting? Is he too much of a pain in the arse? Are you better off cutting your losses? I think sometimes promoters should take that attitude, although again, I understand if they want their money back. But maybe behind the scenes they've already said to him, look, if you want to leave, you can leave, but we expect a sort of severance package, if you like, you know, you giving us the money because you're still under contract. And maybe they've said no, so then Golden Boy say, okay, well, we'll take a you know, a lawsuit out against you. I don't know. It's not going anywhere, is it? I mean, no one's going to win this. It's all about who can cut whose losses the most. But it's not another good thing. It's not another good thing for Ryan Garcia's career. You know, apart from chopping and changing trainers. Now he's going to be looking for a new promoter. Is a promoter going to want to pick him up, knowing that he can be very unstable or not necessarily that reliable? Let's put it that way. Is he mature enough, Ryan Garcia? Has he been mollycoddled, as people have suggested? When the going got tough, you know, he quit against Davis. I mean, I go soft on people who quit in boxing rings because getting punched in the face hurts, and if you feel you're in danger of long-term injury, you should quit, because there are some things that are more important than boxing. But it doesn't bode well, does it? You know, to quit from a body punch. Yeah, I don't know. I think this is. I never side on the side of promoters. I always try to go with the boxers, but with Garcia, I don't know. Just as it was with Matchroom getting rid of Okolie, they probably heaved a sigh of relief in light of what's happened with Okolie. And I would imagine if I was De La Hoya, I'd be thinking, all right, Garcia, off you go, mate. You know, bye bye. I don't know. What do you think? Leave your comments below. I'm sort of in two minds. I'm very ambivalent about this whole subject, but you know, the reality of it will come out. It always does. Leave your comments below. Let me know what you think, and thanks as always for, you know, subscribing to the channel. If you're new and you could subscribe, that'd be fantastic. And also like the video if you liked it. And like I say, leave your comments below and I'll reply to them. All right. Thanks a lot then. We'll speak again soon. Bye bye for now.